I want to wish everybody an awesome day. I am happy and joyful to be back here. In the last episode, we spoke about the valley of despair, when people are actually stuck in a strong emotion of exhaustion, of guilt, of being threatened out of their comfort zone, of despair, of disappointment and depression and hostility, and how it is so important for us to stay there, to catch our breath, to pause for a while, to manage our state so that we could recover the insights that we need in order to move forward. In today's episode and the next episode, we are going to actually just, break down the episode of goal setting into two so that you could actually take in and consume the insights in your own time. We are going to talk about goal setting, and we are now going to talk about how we could actually harness from the energy of momentum that we have actually acquired from managing our own state, from that pause, so that we could move forward. As we start the year and we actually move forward, we have this what we call as the fresh start effect. Fresh start effect is actually a concept that was shared by us, by Catherine Milkman. She is actually an assistant professor of the Wharton University of Penn, and she's also a behavioral economist. And she shared this concept, fresh start effect, which means that, time is an anchor. We look at the past, we look at, the end of the year as the ending where a lot of mistakes could be chucked back there and we could actually move forward, and it's actually a fresh start for all of us. But it does not happen only at the start of the year. It also happens at the start of the month. It also happens after a big break, after a big vacation. So we are here to leverage on fresh start effect to talk about our goals. But this time around, I'm sure you have all written your goals, whether it is to have a healthier body, to lose weight, or to actually start writing a book, to be a better leader, to fire up a team or a culture. Whatever that goal is, you have set that goal, written that down. That process is called goal setting. We are here not to talk about goal setting. We all know that the conscious mind has been programmed to actually write goals over and over and over again. What we are going to talk about is goal seeking or goal getting. Why it is so hard to actually maintain that stamina, that willpower, that control, that mindset, so that we could see through our goals at the end of the year or at the end of a particular project. And I am here to actually just share with you or introduce to you a best friend. I call it my BFF. And I'd like to introduce to you this best friend forever that you could actually walk with you in your journey towards getting and seeking your goal. I call this your subconscious, our subconscious, or the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is our biggest ally in achieving our goal. And so I'd like to just take this particular episode right now to talk about the traits of the unconscious mind. In NLP, we call this the prime directives of the unconscious mind. But today, just, to just get rid of the jargon, we're just gonna, talk about the personality traits of the unconscious mind, getting to know the unconscious mind. To me, the best way to introduce the unconscious mind or the subconscious to you is to actually borrow the metaphor of a child. The unconscious mind is like a child. It operates on the behaviors of a child. Number one, the unconscious mind is a great follower. It is so obedient. It is like a genie. Tell me what you want to happen. Tell me what your goal is, and I will go to the ends of the earth to help you find that goal. It helps you if you summon that energy from the unconscious mind and tell the unconscious mind, do this. Find evidences that this is going to happen. It's going to happen. Hence, it is so important that you take care of the inner chatter in you. If you say, for example, it's just damn too hard, the unconscious mind is going to say, oh, you said it's hard. I'm going to look for evidences and scan the environment and look for ways or look for reasons why it's just too hard. The unconscious mind does not differentiate between reality, fiction. It is not responsive to logic and critical thinking. It responds more to the emotions, and it responds to the inner chatter. So be careful what you tell yourself, because unconscious mind is going to obey your directions. No? It is like a genie. The second character trait of the unconscious mind is it actually is the housekeeping manager of the body. It is the maintenance manager. It maintains, generates, stores, and it utilizes our energy. And contrary to what we think, we are actually storing more energy than using more energy. The role of the unconscious mind is to not make it too hard for our body. Hence, it's storing energy so that when you summon that energy that you need In order for you to actually activate a particular goal or to fight or to flight, the unconscious mind is there to actually support that body movement with energy. And so it is so important for us to actually direct this obedient unconscious mind, this little child, as to where we want the energy to actually focus on. You see, one change in our energy changes our thoughts, and our thoughts will actually drive our movement. So that's another trait of the unconscious mind. The other trait of the unconscious mind is it is a forever learner. It always learns. It learns habits. It learns programs we could teach our unconscious mind. When we talk about programs and habits, we always think of bad habits. What we need to actually reframe habits is to provide it a more positive energy, good habits. When we autopilot, our processes, our bodies, our energies with good habits, with positive energies, we are able to drive our goal in the positive direction. So think that unconscious mind can be taught. You could actually unlearn a habit. You could keep installing a new habit so that it makes and it redundates the old habits to be obsolete. So the other thing about habits is that the unconscious mind requires a lot of repetition and practice. So you've got to install and install and install and do things over and over again. The challenge or the problem that we face as human beings trying to achieve a certain goal is that we autopilot the wrong processes and the wrong habits when we could actually autopilot our system to actually come up with the right habits. Waking up early in the morning, if you want to wake up at 5 a.m. so that you could actually welcome this miraculous morning with positivity, with meditation, with exercises, you could keep doing it over and over again so that it installs into your unconscious mind and it becomes so easy. And so the other thing that I wanted to share with you about the unconscious mind is it takes the easiest step forward, the path of least resistance. Whatever is the easiest way to move from point A to point B, the unconscious mind is going to direct your body and your energy towards that. And so if you say, for example, I want to be rich, if you do not provide your unconscious mind with enough specific direction to actually finish the task, the unconscious mind will look for the easiest way to do it. You see money on the street, the unconscious mind is going to tell you, pick that up, and you're going to be rich. If you want to, ace a test, for example, if you're a student, unconscious mind will tell you cheat because it's so easy to actually just copy the work of other people. Hence, it is so important that you provide the unconscious mind with specific tasks to follow because it is so obedient, it will follow everything. The moment the unconscious mind gets this hint or mark from you that it has already been accomplished, like, money has been taken from the street and so I'm actually wealthier right now, the unconscious mind stops every effort to actually pursue the goal more because through the unconscious mind, the goal has already been done. The work is finished. And so it is so important for you to provide the right directions for the unconscious mind so that it actually keeps on chasing and chasing and chasing the goal such that it becomes so easy for you because everything is on autopilot. And finally, the unconscious mind is so positive. It does not recognize the negative. Hence, just like a little kid, you tell a little child, do not run. The little child will run. Do not forget this. The little child will forget. Tell your salespeople, if you work with a lot of salespeople, do not forget to actually finish strong at the end of the month and hit your sales target, right? And the salesperson will forget to actually hit the sales target because the unconscious mind does not recognize negative. The unconscious mind only recognizes positive. Do not think of a blue elephant. What are you thinking right now? So try and make sure that you actually summon a lot of positive energy, utilize a lot of positive languaging in order to actually harness the best of the qualities and traits of the unconscious mind so that we make goal seeking and goal getting so easy. So this is all about the unconscious mind before you even embark on that long process of forming habits, embark on that long process of generating the necessary energy for you to reach your goal. It is so important to understand the traits of your biggest ally, your BFF, your best friend, your unconscious mind, so that chasing goals become a joyful and an easy process. Just like what I always tell my students, if you could raise a child, you are capable of nurturing your unconscious mind. And so in the service of ensuring that you meet your goals at the highest level with you bringing the highest version of yourselves. I'd like to wish you all Godspeed, Godspark, and always, always stay awake and tune in to the next episode so that you could actually learn more about how to actually build positive, resourceful habits so that you could finish the year with a strong ending. Thank you.